Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is Sunday, the 15th of June. The moon is in... What is the moon in? I think it's still in Cap... No, it's in Aquarius, right. Moved into Aquarius yesterday. A good day for a protest. What a wonderful, wonderful turnout. Couple things before we get started. Yes, this is Michael's garden. It is where he has his tomatoes. I believe there's tomatoes in here, peas, and I think that's it right now so far. I want to give a special shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Think of my own dad, who was a fantastic, intelligent, gentle, helpful, loving father. I know not everybody has the benefit of that, so I'm eternally grateful to that. So today is the day, although you might say, today's the day. All the days are the days. Special send of love and light to the Minnesota state legislators, one which was shot and killed, and her husband also. Love to their children, to their families, and to their constituents. I believe the other senator or state rep made it through surgery, as did his wife, but I don't know how bad they were injured. I don't think that information is out yet. But let's send our prayers and our light and our Reiki and our energy healing in that direction. Also to Los Angeles, who, as far as I know, was perfectly peaceful. Thank you so much. Although I know the people who watch this and listen to this every morning don't need thanks. They would do nothing else but stand up for others with kindness and courage. For all of you who went out yesterday and joined the people. Join the people. Special thank you to the Army for 250 years of keeping us, to the Army. I respect those who choose to serve. I don't always respect the leaders who tell them to do stuff that they probably shouldn't be doing, but not the people who serve. All right, that's that. That was a little harder than I thought. So let's talk about today, because I've been actually talking about today for a couple of days. First thing is, today we have two major aspects. One of them I think we've been feeling. Well, we've all been feeling all of them, I guess. The square from Jupiter to Saturn. Saturn is in Aries, in a very sort of close conjunction to Neptune. Neptune and Saturn together in Aries. That is kind of the new reality. And yet, you might say, was it good? Was it good? Was it bad? Well, a little bit of both, right? First quarter squares of crisis in action. The actions we need to take to build the firm foundations of the seeds planted at the conjunction that occurred at the first degree of Aquarius. So what we're seeing right now is the battle to escape the ghosts of the past and to build a better future. I think we had a big step forward on that yesterday. We also have a square between Mars and Uranus. Unfortunately, we saw that yesterday as well with the assassinations, or the two. I guess there were two. The political violence that we saw in Minnesota. It tore me up, and I started yesterday with tears because one of the first things I saw was Tim Walz having to make the announcement to his state. Such a good man, such good people, such needless violence. First quarter squares are crisis in action. Uranus is sudden, unexpected, and Mars can be violence, can be action, can be projectiles. And of course, lest we forget what's going on now in the Middle East with Israel attacking Iran, their facilities. It's honestly, between you and me, I think that the Trump administration knew it all along, and I think they went along with this for this to happen. So that's what I think, but I don't want to spend too much time on that because, again, we are seeing unnecessary suffering and certainly not making, not good for Israel, not making it safer for them. So hopefully we can, I don't know, turn a corner on this stuff, but it's hard to say. It's hard to say. These are lessons we're all learning together, right? We're learning in America, we're learning in Israel, we're learning in the Middle East. Anyway, it was a mixed bag, right? It was glorious and wonderful and exciting and funny, and it was tragic. Like comedy tragedy, the symbol, right? That's what it kind of reminded me of. But don't let our losses be in vain, right? We still have to step out. And I didn't see anything about that parade. I did listen to a tank. I was watching David Pakman, and he says this is what it sounded like in Washington, and it sounded like a cacophony of awfulness as the tank went down the street. I just wonder how the poor people who live in Washington were feeling about all the freaking noise. God. All right, everyone. Well, me and Charlie are going to get our day started. Be careful out there. It is dangerous. It's dangerous time, as we know, as we see. There was safety in numbers because the numbers were walking with humanity and love in their hearts. So let's keep it up, guys. Let's keep up the good work. If there's one thing I think that Felon 47 cares about is his numbers and how popular he is. So, and you know, I know a little bit about living with a narcissist. The worst thing you can do is ignore them for them. So let's not give our energy to him. Let's give our energy to the solutions more than to the problems. We can see the problems, we can point the problems out, but without solutions and without working together, your problems ain't going nowhere. All right, everyone, take care. Have a great day. Be careful out there. Enjoy your Sunday. And Charlie and I say namaste. Oh, and check out Mystic Sisters. I think it was a good one. It was on Ona's channel last night, so you can find it there. Plus, I did Astrology Kabbalah on Gavin Newsom if you're interested in that. Okay, later.